Dan Watson, learningcameras.com, and one of the big questions I've had on the Sony A7R Mark II is overheating in 4K. So this was definitely something I wanted to check it out. Now, I live in Florida. This is the height of the summer. It was just over 90 degrees and extremely humid outside when I tested this. So this is kind of a worst case scenario. So basically what I did is I set this up at 24 frames a second, and we're running at 100 megabits per second and filming in 4K, of course. So doing that, I got to 29 minutes and went ahead and hit stop and then restarted it as the memory card limit was going to run out, and recorded that for just a little bit more. And I did get just over 33 minutes on that recording. So pretty good, I will say. It was a little bit better than I expected. And so, yeah, 33 minutes on my first recording with that. Now, after that happened, I went ahead and reran that 4K test. So immediately after it stopped, I hit start again. And by the way, that 4K recording turned out just fine. So no issues on that particular recording. It's just that it gave me a heat warning and almost immediately after shut off at 33 minutes. And so the next recording that I did, which I started up immediately so the camera was still hot, it ran for another 7 minutes without any issues. So I did get a little bit more recording out of that. So if you did experience that and had an overheat warning and still needed to film some more, I was able to do that without an issue. Now, after that 7 minutes had finished, I did have an overheat warning and the camera shut off again. And once again, that footage was still completely usable. And after that point, I swapped the camera into 1080p at 50 megabits per second, 24 frames a second again, and ran that test. And I was able to run that for 1 hour and 21 minutes, again, running in the heat of the summer. So basically, my conclusion is this. If you need to shoot 4K and you need to shoot outdoors in hot, and I didn't run the test indoors, but it'll be better than this most likely. The camera was hot to the touch. So if you need to record in 4K, you are going to be limited to right about that 30-minute timeline is when I would stop recording. However, if you knock that down, either when you get the recording limit or just if you know you need to be recording outside in heat and you need to be recording 4K, then go ahead and knock it down to 1080p if you can, and you'll be able to record for, I recorded for 1 hour and 21 minutes, and then again, it didn't even overheat. I just stopped the recording at 1 hour 21 because I filled up a card, and I had to stop every 29 minutes for that to cycle through, but I just kept hitting record immediately after. And not only that, I didn't let the camera cool down between that 4K recording when I overheated and that 1080p switch. So that was working with an already hot camera. So again, unless you absolutely have to record 4K for an in excess of 30 minutes, you're going to be fine with this camera. You can record for the first 30 minutes, and then if you get an overheat warning, just pop it down into 1080p and record the rest in 1080p, and you'll be fine. And if you needed to eke out just a couple more minutes in 4K, once again, I did get an extra 7 minutes even after the overheat warning. And there was no, it didn't turn off the camera and not let me turn it back on. It let me turn on the camera pretty much immediately after. I think I waited 5-10 seconds or something like that. So it wasn't the worst case scenario that I thought it could be, which was that either the footage didn't turn out or the camera wouldn't let me turn it back on immediately after. And even then, I thought maybe I couldn't record 1080p. So you're not going to miss anything is the thing with this camera. You'll be able to record in 1080p, no problem. The only issue is going to be the 4K. If you need to go 4K for more than 30 minutes, this might not be the camera for you. So hopefully that helps some of you. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually a little bit better. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. You can hit me up here. You can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Learning Cameras, on all of them. So check that out, and let me know if you have any questions. I can post some pictures if you want from the test, or just if you have any general information on the A7R II, I'd be happy to answer that for you. So yep, that's it, and look forward to some new videos coming up, but that should give you kind of an understanding. And let me know if there's something else on the A7R II that you want me to test that'll help you out a lot. So thanks for watching.